Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Diane Phillips, and we once again have cloudy conditions. But at moments here on our Fifth Third Bank Cam, I have seen a little bit of sun that's trying to break through the clouds. Now the clouds, though, we have to keep them in because we're still monitoring that system that's finally moved into town. So maybe some of us have seen a few of those showers. We had our best chance here for the morning, but now that we're into the afternoon and evening, we'll have a little bit of a lull before we have the second round that'll move in tonight. So that's why you can anticipate a few showers to be around town for today. Temperatures will be right around the lower 40s, which is where we've been. So Monday and Tuesday, they've been on repeat, and the same for Wednesday, not making a lot of changes to that forecast. But this is what we're watching here on Doppler radar. You can find that we have some snow on that outer edge, kind of the leading edge of the storm, and then we have that rainfall that pushes through. And now the morning rain, you can see that has fallen apart and that has moved out. We still, though, do have a few showers. But the other thing to consider is that northeast winds that we've been working with, it's actually pumping in drier air. So evaporation has been occurring, meaning a lot of us actually didn't see rainfall this morning because the dry air won out and the rainfall didn't quite make it to the surface. But the showers that we have will still bring in the chance for rainfall. So that's why we're going to keep it in for today's forecast and then also for tomorrow. Because when you look at this hour by hour forecast, it's quiet here for the afternoon. But as we head into this evening, we still will have a few lighter showers. We'll have those that move in overnight. It'll be a little more steady overnight and into the morning, but actually a lot of the rainfall is going to end around daybreak. So that sunrise going to be in the 7 o'clock hour tomorrow, but that's when a lot of that rainfall will be pushed out. And I'm also hoping, though, that it will take the clouds with it. If we can get enough dry air to move in behind the rain, though it will be cold, I am hoping that we do get a better chance at seeing some sun. Considering it's been cloudy for much of this week, I'm going to run with this chance because we all could use a little bit of sun here in the 419 and even into southeast Michigan as well. But kind of fast forwarding to time, once we get through that rainfall on Thursday morning, then the forecast kind of goes quiet, but we will have cooler air that's locked in. So for your Friday, you'll find that the clouds are back, but that's all going to be because of lake effect. Some snow showers going to be bringing some flurries into your forecast. Now, the other thing, though, that I want to point out here, though we have steady temperatures today, tomorrow morning is typically when we see our morning lows. But we're actually going to be seeing a little bit of a warm up really early on in the day. So as we look forward in time, you are going to find that those temperatures warm up tomorrow. We'll be into the 40s, but boy, do they drop as we head into Friday morning. Temperatures will be right around freezing into the lower 30s. So enjoy Thursday. It's the warmest day of the week and the warmest day for a while, because once the cold air is here, it looks like it's going to be here for quite a while, even leading up to Christmas. And yeah, we are 11 days away from Christmas, so keep that in mind that we're going to have cold air as you're doing a little bit of prep before the holiday gets here. Plus, we're watching a system to move in as that gets closer. But what about a white Christmas? We've been thinking about it, we've been talking about it, and we have increased our chances for seeing a white Christmas. Right now, we're up to a 60% chance, and historically, we typically sit about 35%. A lot of us know that, yeah, a white Christmas, we haven't seen it in a while, but this year, we are seeing our data trending upward, at least as far as our chances. Now, it's not a slam dunk that we're going to have snow on Christmas, but we are watching a system further out. So as we look, I'm going to take you high up in the atmosphere, kind of our highest level, and that's where we see our jet stream. That's where a lot of our storms, they kind of drive along that. It's the roadway for storms. So we have our jet stream. And this is going to move a lot, and where you see those colors, that's kind of where you have that best energy for those storms and also your fastest winds. But you can see we have a while till we have this wave that moves through. So it's a little more of an active pattern, just like what we've been working with a lot lately. But here we are, the days leading up to Christmas, just a few days. And that's when we're going to find another active storm track. Right here, you have this jet stream. That's going to be moving in, and it could set us up to where we do see a little bit of action. So that's the pocket of energy that we will be watching in our atmosphere and how that's going to play for those white Christmas chances. But the one thing that we have locked into place, you'll see here, this is going to run us right through Christmas, and we have purple here on the map. We are in the second to last as far as those chances to be below average. So you can see it's high chances that we find our temperatures below average, which average is going to be right around 40 degrees or even into the upper 30s. So we are going to be below that as we head towards the back half here of December. But then you have to have the moisture component. I'm not really seeing much of a strong signal. We have equal chances. We don't actually have a trend for above or below average, though we're kind of sandwiched in the middle. Here we have equal chances. So we're not really seeing a show of hands as far as the weather is concerned for seeing enough moisture to squeeze out a white Christmas this year. But we have the cold air, so all it takes is that little bit of energy, and we'll have to see though what it brings once it gets closer. So we have the storm that's moving in now. We have storms that we'll be watching as we get closer to the holiday. So you can have the full 10-day forecast here on the WTOL 11 weather app. You can also watch radar as we have those rain showers moving in. So this active pattern means that you have to have the app. So give that a download. It is free for you to use on your cell phone. You can get that on the Apple App Store and also on the Google Play Store. And then you can be all in the know as far as those holiday weather trends. Now for today, we do still have just a few showers, but the best chance is going to be overnight and then into tomorrow morning. But once we have the cold air that comes in behind those mid-40s, here we go with the 30s. We'll have some snow showers and even a few flurries that last into your Sunday. But then at least a few dry days before we have enough cold air still hanging around that we'll be tracking at least a chance for some of those snow showers to move in. But you will find that our 10-day is getting closer to December 25th. So, of course, like I said, you got to have the app to keep an eye on those conditions that'll be moving in for Christmas. But it looks like maybe ahead we could be talking snow. So that's that round of energy that we're watching. We'll have enough cold air around town. So make sure you stay up to date with us here at WTOL 11. We'll make sure you're ready to go with that holiday forecast.